Hey guys, it's time to Nefus and Chill, and this video we're going to be going over the PvP campaign changes for update 31, where basically they are introducing no champion points Cyrodiil and an IC campaign with no champion points enabled. That will also prohibit proc sets, except the proc sets on this list. And also in these campaigns, or rather in this Cyrodiil campaign, they will also be disabling Volendrung. And while this has been received positively by most PvPers I know, what most PvPers don't seem to know after talking to them is that this is not gonna be an entirely different campaign. What's gonna happen is, at least judging from the PTS, Ravenwatch, the current no CP campaign, and the no CP IC campaign are going to be adhering to the no proc and no CP plus no Volendrung rules. And I think that's honestly the only thing I really heavily disagree with. I'm not even an endgame PvPer, and right? And I don't really like this idea of the campaigns being cannibalized by this. I understand maybe why they don't want to create a separate campaign for no proc, no CP, no Volendrung. But at the same time, just like what happened with the Zerodead proc tests and the update 29 PvP patch where proc sets were disabled as well, I think it's gonna get old, really fast again for a lot of people. Yeah, I mean, I said this back then during update 29 beforehand. A lot of people can enjoy it. It's kind of like the factor of nostalgia, right? Oh, just max stat sets, and then people after like a few weeks got tired of it, right? Most people, at least. You all know, max works back, because obviously max works are not exactly as strong as other classes and proc metas. We also saw a lot of people get bored by it. A lot of PvEers trying out PvP also got turned off by it because they couldn't really bring what they wanted to bring. They just had to adhere to maybe a very small list of sets that didn't really allow for build diversity. And I think that's also another concern for PvPers who do like the no CP campaign with proc sets, but will now have to adhere to a limited list of sets. And we'll be going over this limited list of sets in this video. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. Again, they're not creating an entirely different campaign, and I do understand why. Maybe it's population issues and so forth. But at the same time, while I do appreciate them like trying to entice people into trying out PvP more and more, or giving a decent amount of people what they asked for, I think ultimately what's gonna bring people back to PvP isn't really gonna be no proc campaigns or whatever. Maybe a lot of people will like it for some time and they'll kind of die off like before, maybe not. But I think ultimately what will bring people back to PvP in this game, and also give people an incentive, is basically the performance, and that's really it. And based on, I think, the very lack of results so far we've seen, at least on our end, on the players' end, after the no proc tests and so forth, and the lag performance tests with global cooldowns and all that, I think we're not really seeing where the road's leading. But that's pretty much it. If you want players to PvP, ultimately, I think eventually you're just gonna have to fix the performance. I mean, there's no real way around it at this point. At the same time, however, it's definitely noticeable that a lot less people are playing. Particularly in the other campaigns. Greyhost, I think, on any platform, any server, is always kind of full. But even then, I think I've been seeing Greyhost at very lower rates of activity. I mean, even this past summer mid-year, no, like, I could not believe it. Like, this for summer mid-year mayhem, maybe it does have the factor of, you know, no quarantine. People are going out for the summer, but at the same time, I think this past summer was like one of the least active mid-years I've seen in ever. But yeah, I mean, again, I think what's going to bring people back to PvP is just performance fixes. But yeah, let's go over the list here, and let me know again what you guys think down in the comments below. I'm kind of interested what you guys think about the fact that the no CP campaigns will basically be adhering to these rules rather than a separate campaign. But anyway, we're gonna be looking at the sets here that are gonna be in usage or will work in the no CP no proc campaign. We have agility, amber plasm, armored trainee, battlefield acrobat, beekeeper's gear, crafty elfig, dark stride, Draugr Hulk, endurance, fortified brass, grace of the ancients, hunting's rage, impregnable armor, law of Julianos, leviathan, mother's sorrow, nightmother's embrace, the 3-piece of night terror, plague doctor, relics of the physician, robes of alteration mastery, shacklebreaker, shield valiant, spinner's garments, brigand's thorns, twilight's embrace, vesture of Darlock Bray, the 4-piece, not the 5-piece, the 4-piece of way of air, way of the arena, willow's path, and willpower. It's definitely a bit more than the previous list, but again, it's typical, right? It's just max stats, and of course, they're gonna add more sets. I think there may be a potential here for making the no CP campaign or no CP no proc campaign popular. It's just that I don't think another large segment of the population will really like it anyway, regardless of how many sets you add or which sets you add. But yeah, let's see what sets are gonna add in addition to this previous list. So Ethereal Ascension, Activary Dragon Guard, Archer's Mind, Armor of the Seducer, Assassin's Guile, the four pieces of Baraha's Curse, Bashing the Heartland, Black Rose, Blessing of the Potentates, Blood Drinker, Buffer of the Swift, Caustic Arrow, that's the Master Bow, Crushing Wall, Maelstrom Staff, Dagon's Dominion, Deadly Strike, Eagle Eye, Dune Rippers, Scales, Elfbane, Eyes of Mara, Flanking Strategist, Frostbite, Hawk's Eve, Innate Axiom, Yorvold's Guidance, Kavach Gladiator, Leki's Focus, Light Speaker, Mark of the Pariah, Marksman's Crest, Netch's Touch, Orgnum Scales, Perfected Caustic Arrow, Perfected Crushing Wall, basically perfected versions of Master Bow and Master Maul, Permafrost, Ranger's Gate, Red Eagle's Fury, Robes of Destruction Mastery, Salvation, Sergeant's Mail, Shapeshifter's Chain, Shield Breaker, Shield of the Valiant, Silks of the Sun, Spider Cultist Cowl, Strength of the Automaton, Swamp Raider, Sword Dancer, Sword Singer, Savara Scale, the 4-piece bonus, Torix Pack, Trial by Fire, War Maiden, Witch Knight's Defiance, Wrath of the Imperium, Ysgramor's Birthright. Yeah, and these are all the sets that will be allowed, initially at least, in the no CP, no proc campaign. That will be replacing the current no CP campaigns in Imperial City and Cyrodiil. Overall, it is a bit more of an expensive list. Again, as I mentioned beforehand when I was talking about the negative side of this, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see how people are going to handle it. I think also there is a lot of people who want CP campaigns with no proc sets and no Volendrung. So I'm actually kind of curious as to what your guys' thoughts is in regards to that as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. If they are going to, add more sets to the list of sets that will work in the no proc, no CP campaign in the future, starting with update 31, we'll add it to the ESO University website. And if you guys have enjoyed the information I've been putting out in regards to the Elder Scrolls Online, definitely do subscribe, because it does help us reach more people. And I really appreciate you guys' time. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, have fun, and see you guys next time.